Hi there. Today we're going to talk about digital performance marketing, its metrics, and how to use it to grow your business. Now, what is digital performance marketing? First of all, digital performance marketing focuses mainly on digital advertising. So whatever kind of digital advertising you're running, like whether it's on social media, paid search engine ads, and so on and so forth, this is what performance marketing mainly focuses on. The objective of performance marketing is to allow marketers and brands to get more exposure for their business at no additional cost. And as you see, this concept was born out of a need to increase the return on investment for the brands who are investing in digital advertising and decrease how much it costs businesses to acquire a new customer. So in other words, performance marketing focuses on optimizing your digital advertising, making sure that the budget that you spend on digital advertising is going to the right place and you're making the most out of it by having the highest ROI. With the concept of optimizing your ad budget in mind, advertisers only get to pay when specific actions, like for example, a lead generated, a sale, or a click occurs. And performance marketing relies heavily on metrics and numbers to measure success. Performance marketers also measure ROI and assess whether or not the company has achieved its objectives based on those numbers. And so to say, the main two goals for performance marketing are growing volume and growing value. Now, performance marketers create a performance funnel to keep track of these goals. Now, the top of the performance marketing funnel focuses on volume, and as you move further down the funnel, your focus shifts to value. So the funnel is basically designed to track the consumer journey from total market to product purchase and beyond. The funnel, of course, may differ from one business to another, but the main concept remains the same. You're trying to target the wide market. Most of the people don't know about your brand, and then there's the first encounter with your brand or business and maybe an interested lead, and so on and so forth until you reach the conversion or a loyal customer. And when we say that the goals of performance marketing is to increase volume and value, when we say volume, we mean the volume of people coming to your business. So their first encounter, what they see from your business, you want to reach as many people as possible with your digital advertising, of course. And then you focus on the value. So this is the real ROI or the real profit that the company makes from those ads. You're trying to measure how those ads contribute to the growth of your value or the profit of your company. Now let's talk about some of the most important metrics that performance marketers usually look at. Now, some of these metrics contribute to volume, some of them contribute to value, but both of them are important and are part of the performance marketing evaluation. The first metric is cost per mileage or CPM. Now, this metric means cost per thousand and is often adopted for product or brand exposure or visibility. So it measures the number of times an ad is seen, and the advertisers pay per thousand views or impressions. The goal here is to, of course, reach as many people as possible. Those people don't have to take an action at all, but it's important just that people would see your ad. Think of it as an outdoor advertising, that some brands have advertising outdoor and people passing by would be viewing the ad. Now, they wouldn't be taking an action, like they won't click on something, they won't buy something now, but they are seeing your brand and you are reaching them. So this is why advertisers in this case pay per thousand views, and they're aiming for the maximum amount of viewers possible. The second important metric is PPC or pay per click. Now, this is one of the most common forms of performance marketing. PPC focuses on the number of times an ad is clicked by a user, regardless of the actions they take afterwards. This model is suitable mainly for retailers driving traffic to their landing pages, for example. Now, if a customer clicks clicks on your ad, then they're at least interested or at least aware of who you are. So the intention is a little bit deeper than a CPM. And so to say, they moved a step further down the performance funnel from just viewing an ad, not taking any action at all, to clicking on that ad. The third performance marketing metric is pay per lead or PPL. Now, a lead is an individual who shows interest in your product or service. And in the world of performance marketing, showing an interest translates to completing a form, signing up, or providing your business with information about themselves, like a phone number, an email, a household income, whatever it is that you're trying to find out about that individual. So with PPL, anytime an action required is completed, the advertiser pays the publisher or the affiliate. Now, typically, the more complex the lead form is, the higher the payout to the publisher. And the cost here also depends on the value of the potential sale. So the cost per lead in the real estate industry, for example, where a house or a sale would make millions of pounds, is going to be higher than that of an e-commerce website, for example. The fourth metric is cost per acquisition, or also known as pay per sale. And as the name suggests, it's an arrangement where the brand or the advertiser will pay the publisher for each sale they generate or a transaction completed. Now, this payment model is prevalent in e-commerce and provides great value for both the publisher and the advertiser. Software as a service companies as well consider this to be an important metric, especially if they're still in that startup phase or when their main focus is to grow their customer base. The fifth metric is the CLV, or the customer lifetime value. Now, some companies would consider this metric as important to measure how much they're willing to pay for every lead or acquisition. Customer lifetime value is a measure of the total income a business can expect to bring in from a typical customer for as long as that person or client remains a client. When measuring CLV, it's best to look at the total average revenue generated by a customer and the total average profit. So to succeed at performance marketing, there are two main tips or golden tips here for businesses. The first one is to identify the path to conversion, or to build that performance funnel. So to identify the path to conversion means that you need to put yourself in the customer's shoes. So you want to find out their barriers to entry, what they're maybe hesitant about, what the thinking process or how involved are they when they're making that decision. You need to identify every touch point and create the right ad or the right content for every customer or every touch point or every stage that the customer will reach with your business, from the moment they just find out about your business to the moment they convert or make the purchase. Now, of course, having said that, you will rely heavily on paid advertising when you're dealing with performance marketing. The second golden tip would be that whether you are running ads on social media platforms, search engines, banner ads, native ads, you need to also consider organic channels. So don't forget about your organic SEO, your content marketing, and incorporate them within your performance marketing strategy as they both capitalize on each other. If you're doing well with your content marketing, that will improve your performance marketing or digital advertising, and vice versa. If you're also capitalizing on that, you'll start to see more organic traffic coming to your website. So they both build on each other. Now, thank you very much for watching that video, and if you have any questions about performance marketing or digital advertising, we're happy to help you. Just drop us a comment and we'll get back to you.